In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible budget team right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. There is tons of new budget cards in the game from that next set, and just a lot of cards have been dropping in price that have become buy nows or become budget cards. I wanted to get you guys an updated best budget team in the game so you guys can see what is the best possible budget team you guys can build right now in the game. And I consider a budget card to be any card under 30,000, but I would assume most of these cards are going to be anywhere from 5,000 to about 20 to 25k. So at the starting point guard position is going to be the Dark Matter Amen Thompson. Such a good point guard. Like, I'm actually like crazy, like this card is just insane. Amen Thompson, like I'm kind of still shocked about just about how cheap this guy is for how good he is at the point guard position. He's 6'7" at that 7-foot wingspan. The fact that you can find him for about 15 to 20k is just kind of crazy. Like, I'm in shock with how good of a point guard he is for that cheap. He's a really good defender, 92 block, 98 steal, 97 perimeter, 93 interior defense. He's still going to give you that speed, that athleticism, that rim running ability. He's got a 99 driving dunk, 99 vertical, but probably my favorite thing about this card is his animations with the Derrick Rose base for his jump shot, Steph Curry upper on very quick timing. Super good release in my opinion. He's also got the tray fade. He's got great dribble saves with the Steve Francis size up, the Curry escape, Dame behind the back, perfect defensive tendencies all at 100. Also does have a 100 flashy dunk, 100 driving dunk, and 100 standing dunk as well. And then you take a look at his dunk packages. He's got the two main ones, the quick drops off one and the front clutches. So he's got the two good safe dunks, but then he's also got these crazy overpowered dunk packages like Ben Simmons, Dwight Howard, MJ, Giannis, Ja, Vince, Shaq, Zion, just some of the craziest dunking packages in the game. So I do think Amen Thompson for sure is going to be the best budget point guard in my team, and I think the perfect shooting guard next to him for this budget squad is going to be the Dark Matter AK-47, because Amen Thompson's going to bring such good offense, so you kind of want to pair him up with a defender at that shooting guard position. And I don't think there's really a better defender for a budget price tag than AK-47 at that shooting guard position. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, so brings great size and a great player model to the shooting guard position. His stats are amazing, especially for defense. 98 in the defensive category, almost every single Hall of Fame defensive badge, really good defensive tendencies, all at a 99, and then also does have still that great jump shot with the O'Shea base on very quick timing, the tray fade, and the tray dribble sig. So this card can move really well, still provide some pretty good offense with his jump shot and his dribble sigs, but mainly going to be an elite level lockdown defender at that shooting guard position. Now for the starting small forward, I feel like we have enough size, and this card still does bring great size to small forward, but I'm gonna go with the Dark Matter Karl Malone, a super cheap card around 10,000 MT, and he can just do it all. So I feel like it's gonna be a great combo next to Amen Thompson and AK-47. You got the perfect small forward in Karl Malone, 6'9" at the 7-foot wingspan. He's going to give you great defense, great size, great athleticism. He's quick. He can finish at the rim. He can play make, put the ball on the floor. He's got a great jump shot with the Markel Fultz base, the Tim Duncan upper on very quick timing. So a great jump shot for Karl Malone, and then also very solid dribble sigs with the DeMar DeRozan size up, the John Wall escape, Dame behind the back, and amazing defensive tendencies for Karl Malone. So a perfect small forward in my opinion for this budget squad to pair alongside AK and Amen Thompson. For the starting power forward position, easily the best budget power forward in the game is still this Galaxy Opal Marc Gasol. Really good for his price. I mean, you get a guy who's 7'1" at the 7'4" wingspan, still brings great defense to the table, 92 block, 92 perimeter, 98 interior defense, but I feel like you get a little bit more offense out of this card than most other budget power forwards. You get a guy that's got a great jump shot on very quick timing, really good in the catch and shoot, so he's a really good pick and pop power forward. He's quick, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and if you have a good coach who you can get for free, for example like a Mark Jackson or Doug Collins, or even like a Jack Vaughn, you can boost his speed up to a 96, and then with a shoe boost you can max out his speed at a 99. So this card's going to feel super fast in game, great jump shot, really good defender, and also does have a really good player model for that power forward position. And then to round out the best budget starting lineup in the game is going to be this Galaxy Opal Sabonis, a card that, even though I don't like too much, you still have to respect how good he is. 7'3" at center, 7'6" wingspan. Now I will say if you guys are trying to build this type of team, just save up as much MT as possible to go ahead and get yourself a Mark Eden and get yourself a Ralph Sampson. They're not under the 30,000 MT range. Mark Eden was under 30k for a little bit. He was like 30 to 35k. He's now gone back up to about 45 to 50,000 MT. But what I'm saying is, if you're trying to build this squad, instead of putting Sabonis there, just save up some MT and go ahead and get Mark Eden. I think he's so much better of a center card. But for this budget squad, like I said, I got to use every card under 30k. Sabonis does fit into that range, a 7'3" center. Like I said, he does have a good player model and he's got good size at that center position, so he can contain, you know, most of the taller centers in the game. I just don't particularly like his jump shot, and he's a tad bit slow, only 76 speed and 76 acceleration, but you can kind of fix that if you do have a good coach. Once again, like a Mark Jackson, you can get him up to an 86 speed with a coach and a shoe boost, which is not bad for our Arvydas Sabonis. So I do think that's going to be the best budget starting lineup in the game. Now to talk about the bench and the last three spots, I think for the backup point guard, it's really between Ron Artest and Anthony Black. I think Anthony Black's a little bit more well-rounded of a point guard just because of his offensive ability. I think's a little bit better than Ron Artest. Like, if I quickly compare the point guards, because that's kind of who the debate's between for the backup point guard position, and also Scotty Barnes, but particularly between these two point guards, I think they're very similar. Anthony Black, though, can kind of keep up with Ron Artest on the defensive end. Like, Ron isn't much better of a defender at all. You take a look at the tendencies, those go towards Anthony Black, but the biggest difference is animations wise. I think they're very, very similar point guards. I like Anthony Black a little bit more, but honestly, that's a preference one. So if you wanted to put Ron Artest at backup point guard, that would totally make sense. But for me personally, I'm gonna put Anthony Black at backup point guard. And I don't think there's really a better backup shooting guard than Asar Thompson, a guy that is on the AK-47 level, but more of like an offensive shooting guard. And that's why he's going to be coming off the bench to pair alongside Anthony Black. He's a really good scorer, 6'7" at that shooting guard position, 7-foot wingspan, amazing all-around stats, just like a Men Thompson. Amazing at getting to the basket, 99 vertical, 99 driving dunk. He's really quick. He's got a great jump shot with the O'Shea base Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing. He's got amazing dribble sigs with the D-Rose size up, the tray escape, aim behind the back, and just like a Men Thompson, has those crazy overpowered dunk packages. That's going to really help him at going to the rim, and also amazing defensive tendencies. And this card's actually under 10k, which is kind of ridiculous for Asar Thompson and just how good of a shooting guard he is. And then for the backup 3 and backup 4, it's a little bit unorthodox, but I got Big Z as our backup small forward. He's about 30k, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. 7'3", can play that small forward and shooting guard position, and he does have a 7'6" wingspan. But the thing I really like about Big Z is now you can run a couple different lineups. You can throw a guy like Jonathan Isaac at that small forward position, or at that power forward position, because in game you can just switch the matchups. So Jonathan Isaac's guarding the small forward, for example, and Big Z could guard the power forward. So essentially you can put like a small forward at power forward and then put Big Z at small forward and kind of just switch that in game. So that's what I'm gonna be doing off the bench, just to bring us a little bit more size. And then to round out the best budget team in the game, the 10-man rotation, I do think is going to be the playoff Brook Lopez. Once again, if you guys can, try to save up MT to get Mark Eden and get Ralph Sampson. I would say Ralph's about maybe 50k, somewhere in that price range, 50 to 60, and Mark Eden's about 45 to 50k. Definitely better centers than Sabonis and Brook Lopez, and those would be the upgrades I'd be looking to make for this budget squad. And then for those last 3 spots, just to give you another scorer off the bench, a guy that's really good offensively is going to be Grady Dick, a great scorer, great jump shot, you know, really good dribble sigs. I like that card a lot. Just think he's a taller and better Vince Carter on the defensive end. Another really good budget card here. I wanted to maybe put like another big, but wasn't really sure who to put as a big, so I kind of went with maybe a point guard. Well, sorry, Ron Artest is definitely in here. I forgot about him. But then, like, for that last spot, I was thinking, you know, Jarris Walker potentially could be in here because he's a really good small forward, you know, for that budget price tag. So I think I'm gonna go Jarris Walker. You can see, like, this is kind of the team I built beforehand. So yeah, that's gonna be the best budget team in the game. Jarris Walker, yeah, I think he's gonna be that last spot. There's tons of guys you can put for that last 13th man rotation, but I think that's going to be the best budget team in the game. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about it, and let me know what you guys would change, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.